Global net zero targets can be achieved only when nations unite and accelerate innovations in clean energy. According to IEA, energy efficiency and renewables are fundamental for achieving climate goals, but there are large portions of emissions that will require the use of newer and cleaner technologies, which is why innovation is the key to foster newer technologies and make sustainable attainable, aligning to India's commitment of being net zero by 2070. Tata Power, as India's largest integrated power company, is driving this transition to clean energy by adopting cleaner technologies across its value chain. Tata Power, through its collaboration with various stakeholders, is enabling an ecosystem that fosters innovation to usher in a new wave of growth in the clean energy sector. Tata Power has collaborated with MIT to develop and foster new innovations and solutions to sustainably meet energy needs while minimizing environmental impacts and mitigate climate change. We are now being joined by Professor Robert Stoner, who is Deputy Director for Science and Technology, MIT Energy Initiative, and Founding Director of the MIT Tata Center for Technology and Design, to deep dive into how clean energy innovations can help countries meet their net zero goals. Welcome to show, Professor Robert. Well, the first question, of course, is what is the kind of work that MIT is doing with Tata Power to bring sustainable energy solutions?
Through the Tata Center initially, but independent of the Tata Center over the last several years, worked very closely with Tata Power on the challenges of establishing energy access in developing countries. And that's a process of innovation, both in technology and in regulation. And I consider Tata Power to be a leader in that kind of business and regulatory thinking, and we've learned a lot from them. In fact, the CEO of Tata Power, Pravir Sinha, Dr. Pravir Sinha, is a regular visitor to MIT. He comes and spends a week with us every year, if you can believe that, for a very senior and busy executive. It's a big commitment of time, and is an affiliate researcher in our faculty. So a big honor, and I think a measure of Tata Power's engagement with innovation. Recently, we have begun to work closely together on some of the most important technologies.
Okay, so your present research at MIT focuses on energy storage technology and policy, and also on the design and optimization of energy systems and business models in the current developing world that we are in. So how can innovation in energy storage be a game changer on the path to net zero emissions? How important is energy storage when we talk about this big, sustainable and net zero path that all the economies are driving towards?
That's a very important question, and we're transforming now from a system that is fuel-based, using fuel that we largely dig out of the ground, oil, gas, coal, to one that isn't fuel-based. It's converting renewable sources, whether wind or solar, or resources that maybe nuclear resources, and we'll talk about those later, that aren't consumed in producing usable energy in the way that we're used to in our present system. In the present system, you have a power plant, you add more fuel and you get more power out. You want more power, you add more fuel. You want less power, you add less fuel. That's easy. But in a renewable system, the rate of generation of power is going to depend on how intensely the sun is shining, how strong the wind is blowing, for example, or how many nuclear power plants you have online at a given time. You can't just add fuel and turn it up and reduce fuel and turn it down. And that means you have to be always generating energy and producing energy. And that means that there will be times when you're producing more than you need, and there will be other times when you aren't producing as much as you need. And so storage plays this critical role of keeping that energy available so that it can be deployed when it's needed.
Okay, on that note, let's do one thing. Let's take a look at the story of innovation that is revolutionizing the way clean energy can be stored.
As the world accelerates the transition to renewable energy, there's a need to find innovative ways to store clean energy. Delectric, a pioneering company incubated at Clean Energy International Incubation Center, has developed a groundbreaking innovation, the vanadium redox flow batteries. Tata Power supports the CEIIC, which is a joint initiative of Tata Trust and Government of India. These batteries are the key to solve the problem of intermittent renewable energy. Unlike traditional batteries that are expensive, short-lived, and consume valuable resources, the Electric's vanadium redox flow batteries are patented, low-cost, and long-lasting, ranging from small 20 kilowatt-hour units to large-scale multi-megawatt-hour systems. When combined with renewable sources, these batteries are capable of providing a continuous supply of clean energy, mitigating the need for fossil fuels and their harmful impact on the climate. These batteries are already being used at Tata Power microgrid sites in Uttar Pradesh and powering communities with affordable, sustainable and reliable electricity.
Tata Power has undertaken many remarkable innovation projects that are working towards enabling the shift to cleaner energy. One such innovation is the revolutionary solar axis tracker.
Tata Power is revolutionizing the power to harness solar energy with an innovative solution. Tata Power's Solar Axis Tracker is a state-of-the-art technology that ensures optimum power generation from solar panels. While traditional solar systems struggle to achieve maximum efficiency, Tata Power's Solar Axis Tracker follows the sun's movement throughout the day, just like a sunflower. This means that the solar panels are always perpendicular to the sun's rays, ensuring more light hits them, which in turn helps produce even more energy. The Solar Axis Tracker has a sustainable design, using minimal steel and requiring zero ground excavation, and is revolutionizing solar energy generation in the country.
Okay, great innovation there, ensuring access to clean energy at all times. So, Professor Stoner, let me come back to you on this. So, what is your view on the current R&D or the startup landscape in India and the renewable energy space? Because there's a lot of thrust not only from the government, but we are seeing that in the business arena as well. What is your outlook on the Indian R&D space?
Well, I think India is a very exciting R&D space, for one thing. I had the great pleasure of launching the Tata Center for Technology and Design here at MIT almost a decade ago. And our idea was to engage MIT researchers with Indian researchers in addressing the challenges of the Indian market. And they're different than the challenges we face in many cases. And so we learned a lot from that experience about low-cost thinking, not just low-cost manufacturing, but thinking about technologies and design of technologies in a different way that could lead to low-cost outcomes. And I think that tradition is alive and well in India, and it's powering a new kind of innovation there that is important for us to watch in Western countries. There is no shortage of Indian innovation and no shortage of Indian innovators. So I'm enthusiastic about it. And we're seeing things, even in the current numbers. Tata Power is able to deploy solar PV plants at a embarrassingly small fraction of what it costs to deploy very similar plants in the United States. And that's all about efficient cost thinking. And we will see that not only in PV, we'll see it in storage deployment. We do see it in storage deployment, wind deployment, the deployment even of the wires above us to make grids. So that spirit of low-cost innovation is alive and well in India.
Okay, thank you, Professor Robert, for those valuable insights. It was a pleasure talking to you today. And on that note, it's time to get into a quick break. We'll be back with more innovations revolutionizing the energy sector. Stay tuned for those stories. Welcome back to Sustainable Is Attainable, an initiative by Tata Power and News18 Network. Tata Power, one of India's most progressive green energy companies, playing a key role in India's energy transition journey and driving the change through various tech innovations and energy-efficient solutions. Next up is a remarkable story of an urban microgrid called iElectric in the heart of Delhi. This incredible project is part of Horizon 2020, Europe's largest research and innovation program comprising 15 European partners along with Tata Power, which is the only Indian utility partner to drive a sustainable energy future. Let's take a closer look at this innovation.
Tata Power's urban microgrid, located at St. Xavier's School, is like a futuristic energy island that can monitor and optimize the use of energy from both the electricity distribution network and solar PV panels installed in the school's premises. The urban microgrid is a unique and innovative initiative of Tata Power that has the potential to transform the Indian power distribution sector. It optimizes grid resilience and reliability through smart integration of renewable energy sources and also empowers the end consumer in efficient energy usage. Equipped with a battery energy storage system or BESS, the microgrid stores excess energy generated by the solar panels, and in case of power failure, it taps into the stored energy to ensure non-stop supply of electricity even when the main grid goes down. Another innovative technology that has been implemented with the project is low-voltage grid digitalization, which helps identify imbalances and manage network corrections effectively through smart meters and advanced analysis. Tata Power's iElectrics project is revolutionizing the power distribution sector in India. With their urban microgrid and cutting-edge technologies, they're paving the way for a more sustainable and resilient energy future.
We are now being joined by USTDA's Senior Regional Representative South Asia, Mehnaz Ansari, to highlight the work that Tata Power has been doing with USTDA. Welcome to the show, ma'am. Well, the first question really is about USTDA's collaboration with Tata Power and how is it together working on fostering energy efficiency projects?
USTDA has enjoyed more than 2 decades of partnership with Tata Power and have worked not only in bringing the most innovative projects to India in energy efficiency, but also we have worked to change the culture with which India adopts smarter and better performing grids. Tata, as has been their legacy, envisions programs and projects for the betterment and growth of India by showcasing it at their facilities, including in our case at their DISCOMs. And we truly value this partnership.
So can you elaborate for us on the projects undertaken jointly between Tata Power and USTDA, like the Smart Grid Lab in Delhi?
We started working with Tata Power when they acquired the North Delhi Power Limited, and we helped them with the Smart Grid roadmap for New Delhi. Efficiency of North Delhi Power from a 53% losses has gone down to less than 5% as of date. We have worked with Tata Power on their Smart Grid Innovation Lab, on their Smart Grid Lab, which is based in West Delhi. We have worked on Distributed Energy Resources Project, first time going live with residential customers, and have also worked with them on their energy storage 10 megawatt plant, which has come up on the outskirts of Delhi. We try to do it in a very unique, specialized, personalized, and localized manner by getting an American company to work with our host country partner. And Tata has been one of our most ideal partners to work with on so many new innovations on energy efficiency, smarter grids, and cleaner technologies.
Okay, on that note, let's do one thing. Let's take a closer look at Tata Power Smart Grid Lab in Delhi.
Smart Grid is a platform of robust data networks that enable exchange of data for all kinds of power supplies to remote and active monitoring of operations and monitor fault conditions of the electricity network on a real-time basis. Smart grids are undoubtedly smart, self-shaping, fully adaptable networks that connect the energy provider with the customer. Tata Power has set up a state-of-the-art Smart Grid Lab in Delhi that provides a test bed to showcase all of the information technologies and operational technologies implemented by the company since the year 2002. The Smart Grid has many advantages, from optimal utilization of power generation, transmission and distribution to enhancing grid stability and reliability. The Smart Grid improves cost efficiency for both the consumer and the supplier and provides a sustainable energy infrastructure to handle varying demand and uncertainty. The Tata Power Smart Grid Lab welcomes stakeholders to come and witness its journey to electrifying the national capital, a journey that has helped reduce aggregate technical and commercial losses from 53% to 7% and faithfully served over 19 lakh happy customers. Tata Power Smart Grid Lab is the Department of Scientific and Industrial Research, or DSIR, certified in-house R&D unit and is a first for Indian power utilities.
How is USTDA helping Tata Power with unique and innovative technologies that are scalable enough to enable India to transition to clean energy transition?
See, USTDA, US Trade and Development Agency, as we call ourselves, our role is to bring newer and better performing technologies in infrastructure space to emerging markets. And India, in that case, is one of our most premier and large market to find the connect for American innovative technologies to come into India. We have to find the partners on the ground as we all roll up our sleeves to showcase these technologies. And when we have been trying to do that for the past 20 years, Tata Power has emerged to be one of our strongest partners. So we always see them envisioning a futuristic, implementable project which they do for India with organizations like us to demonstrate the best of technologies which can be adopted. Then there has to be an implementation factor which is associated with the regulatory approvals, and working with Tatas and these companies with innovative technologies in India and making a little catalytic enabling mechanism by funding these through USTDA, we are able to bring all the partners on the same page.
How can the private sector companies like Tata Power strengthen India's innovation ecosystem and develop and support homegrown clean energy technologies?
I always advocate this working for the government is that private sector is the perfect meeting point where the rubber meets the road. And when the private sector gets involved in either of the countries from where we are working in, it is into an implementation stage. Tata Power has been at the helm of the innovation ecosystem for India by doing the first leading work with agencies like us across the globe. When we launched the Climate Technology Action Group 2 years ago, the most innovative partner to come first forward in terms of the companies from India to suggest better climate adopting clean energy technologies has been Tata's. We are indeed very proud and glad to work with them as they think ahead bringing innovation, they think ahead bringing the better technologies, the cost comparisons, and the financial viability of the projects, which are most important to get the projects off the ground. And those are the showcases which Tata Power does first, and the rest follow the queue.
Mehnaz, thank you so much for joining us and for those valuable insights as well. With that, let's move on. It is a story of a win-win innovation called the Dike Wall that is helping maintain the balance between development and community welfare while protecting the natural environment as well. Take a look.
In 2003, Tata Power and the Water Resources Department of the Maharashtra government joined forces to raise the Mulchi Dam full supply level to support irrigation and other essential needs. However, the acquisition of additional land for the dam expansion became a major roadblock. It is then that Tata Power came up with a win-win solution for all stakeholders, the Dike Wall. This particular wall was innovatively made by using bottom ash, which is a byproduct from thermal power plants. This innovative dike wall not only helps store additional water in the reservoir, it also champions a circular economy. This innovation at Mulchi Dam has many benefits. It prevents fertile farmland from being permanently flooded, saving the livelihoods of many farmer families and people who rely on the land for income. It also allows for the storage of an additional 48 million cubic meters of water, providing for the needs of 1 million people annually, allowing for cultivation on 4,000 hectares of land. The construction cost of the wall was only 43% compared to the cost of acquiring the land, resulting in significant savings of natural and financial resources. The wall also helped avoid the need for rehabilitation and resettlement of people. Seeing the benefits of this innovation by Tata Power, the government of Maharashtra has also adopted this solution in other locations to achieve similar benefits.
Okay, with that, let's get to our next guest. We are now being joined by the man who's leading Tata Power's vision to collaborate and innovate for a cleaner, greener, sustainable power sector. Welcome to the show. We are joined by Dr. G. Ganesh Das, who is the Chief Collaboration and Innovation at Tata Power. You know, the first question really is about the collaborative ecosystem at Tata Power that is fostering new innovations. What are some of the key innovations within the Tata Power value chain that is helping the organization to reduce emissions and mitigate climate change?
One of the key things or key initiative worldwide which is happening today is the energy transition. Energy transition is making us travel from using the fossil fuel for generating energy to today cleaner and renewable energy in a very big way. And Tata Power believes in walking this energy transition to make sure that it offers sustainable, affordable and 24/7 power to its consumer and all the concerned customers who are where the services are being offered. When it comes to the collaborative ecosystem which Tata Power is working on, Tata Power believes in having a very open, innovative system. And in this case, we believe that it is very important to develop partnership. It could be academic institutions, research organization, different country agencies of different countries, the startup ecosystem. Apart from that, also being a very large availability of a large workforce within the Tata Power ecosystem, we also have a very strong internal innovation concepts and councils which helps us to come out with very good solutions, especially in the area to address the energy transition.
How is Tata Power supporting innovations around clean energy and the support it provides to startups to fast-track solutions to combat climate crisis?
Many technology partners, before they really move into offering commercial solution in the marketplace, do need players like Tata Power to really validate their technology, to pilot their technology and understand what kind of a value it is going to bring to the consumers and customers. That is where Tata Power works with these technology partners at an early stage to develop solutions which are essentially now focused in the area of sustainability.
Well, you know, some of the clean energy innovation projects supported by Tata Power are already being piloted. Share your message and the vision forward when it comes to this.
Tata Power is committed to deliver sustainable, affordable power in a very big way or in a very effective manner. It is also very important for us as a company and the collaborative partners to be innovative, and the innovation has to be very frugal, because eventually India is an economy which requires affordable power. So the innovation has to be very frugal to offer this solution to the consumers. The second dimension is at the behavioral level. So while we learn new things, while we learn new things to do more effectively, efficiently, what is also important for us is to unlearn. Unlearning is important because unless until we decide to leave or change our behavior, leave out something which we have been following constantly, either in terms of energy efficiency or use of technology or use of any processes which offers more consumption of energy, we have to move away from that and unlearn from those practices and learn new things so that it stays with us for a long time.
Okay, that was an interesting conversation, Dr. Ganesh. Thank you so much for joining us today. Tata Power is truly fostering innovations not only at the heart of their operations, but also supporting new cutting-edge technologies to build a sustainable future for all. That's all we have on the show today. To know more about Sustainable Is Attainable initiative by Tata Power and News18 Network, do visit our website www.sustainableisattainable.in. Thanks for joining us. That's a goodbye.